DeadHatz. Dos.
Hello again everybody, DeadHatz here, and today we're going to be talking about shields. Now, in response to my comments about the Plasma Sentinel, as you know, I believe the Plasma Sentinel to be very broken. I showed off in the 1 month video about how it's better than the bolt shot in various different ways. It has more versatility, usability, and it doesn't share many of the same drawbacks that the bolt shot does, yet it costs exactly the same as the bolt shot. And in response, I had some people say like, well, shields are just as bad, shields need to be nerfed. And I originally agreed with them. I thought maybe shields do need to be nerfed. So I started tossing ideas in my head on how they could nerf shields. I was like, well, maybe if shields had like charges instead of a cooldown, because anyone who uses a shield, I feel like if they have to go through methodically, they're just going to wait out the cooldown. You know, they're basically going to make it wait out the cooldown, so it's like they have a shield 24/7. You know, maybe you could, I saw someone say maybe make it cost parts every time they use a shield or something, so there's some kind of cost with it, or give it an ammo count, like a set number of charges per map, just so that way no one can have their map completely skipped through just because someone's using a shield. And originally I thought that might be a good solution to the issue until I realized shields might be fine just the way they are. When I was getting footage for a totally different video that I've planned, I came across a map, and as you know, I'm a Vault Lance, I'm a Vault Gun and the quick sword, I forgot, not the sledge sword, the other sword type of guy. I like to play with the base kit because it's what I'm comfy with and it's what I think is the funnest to use, and I only really use a shield if I'm racking up a lot of deaths. And I switched to the shield, and I realized if the shield had like 3 to 5 charges like I initially thought, this would be almost an unbeatable map. I feel like it makes it, once again, circles back around. The biggest issue of the game is the kill boxes, or, you know, these very difficult rooms, and I feel like the shield is not, it is the last thing that needs to be nerfed. So I'm just saying my stance on this is I think shields don't need to be nerfed. I think they're fine the way they are. I'm just gonna like look at the footage right here. I'm gonna put it in the background. I had to use the shield and the Vault Lance gun to destroy every trap in the room, and this is a process that takes like 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. It's a very long process. It's not very fun either. It is not a fun process at all. And the room right after it was full of so many enemies that I almost needed a third gun to be able to clear this, because what happened was the first room seems only beatable with the shield and a Vault Lance. You can't really use melee in there. In the second room, you very much need a crossbow, and if I had a crossbow, I'd have to give up the Vault gun or the shield, and you can't do that or else you can't get past the first room. And I think this is a prime example of, I think everyone could agree this right here is a kill box. You know, it's hard to find a kill box, but there's some blatant ones I think everyone could agree on is a kill box, and this is definitely one of them. And I feel like we can't even nerf shields until there's something that can be done about this, if anything should be done about this. Me personally, I think, hey, you know what, it's a hard map, it's brutal, I pick brutal, I play brutal, so you know, it's a brutal map, and I just skipped over it. I didn't even beat the map because I wasn't even frustrated. It's just I felt like the map, it wasn't, I mean, a lot of my deaths was me playing bad or making one mistake that I messed up on, and you know, brutal maps, you can't afford to make one mistake. When I got to the next room over, when I did everything previously perfectly, it just kind of made me feel like, okay, well now I'm not even doing anything wrong. It's sheer luck that I'm going to be able to get past this room. And I think that is the biggest factor in the complaints towards kill boxes. Like, kill boxes, they're very difficult and people like the difficulty. I know people like kill boxes. I think the biggest issue people have with them is, one, they're not fun, and two, they're very luck based. There are just times when you just simply, like, there's no amount of skill that you can do to get around stuff. You legit just have to get lucky. And I feel like for a game like this, for your survival or success to depend on luck is not good. RNG is fun. It belongs in a lot of games. RNG is the fun element of it. And I feel like this is not one of those games. If you are raiding a base and you feel as though it's luck, like a coin toss whether or not you're going to get out, I think that unfairness is what people dislike, and the fact that it's very boring to play against. I don't think it's necessarily the difficulty. I've seen a lot of people who shame people who don't like kill boxes saying that, oh, well, you just got filtered, you know, you're just not good enough to beat it. Sorry, dude. Like, that is not the case. What people don't like about Killboxes is the fact that they're not fun. They take a lot of time, and they just, you have to be lucky. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a player base out there. I know there are people out there who like Killboxes. They've made themselves very clear. I just think the majority of the player base does not like them. You can't shame the majority of the player base for not enjoying this game the same way you do. This game is very much built for everyone to be able to have their own kind of fun. It's because it's user created content. It has to be that way. And I feel like if you're shaming people for not enjoying the game the way you do, that is also part of the problem. But yeah, just my thoughts on, this is supposed to be about shields, but most of my thoughts on shield. We can't nerf the shield. I think nerfing the shield would make those kill boxes go to, like, you know, you could skip certain rooms to unbeatable. So I think the main issue has to be finding some way to keep kill boxes in brutal, and at least making them not every single map in brutal, because then that's how you get the repetition and the boringness, which I think is the #1 issue. My way of fixing this, I think it's just variety of traps. After this next update, it's going to add a lot more new stuff. I think this next update is definitely going to make kill boxes go down, as people have more options to use for their base. Those are just my kind of thoughts on the matter. I don't know, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you disagree with me, let me know. If you think I'm wrong and there's a better way to go about this, also let me know. I do like reading the comments, and then I like, you know, putting other people's views and opinions against mine to see if my mind's changed, because it has before. Just like right now, I originally thought shields need to be nerfed, and now I feel like there's no way they can be. But yeah, thank you guys. Subscribe, like, check out my streams, blah, check out my main channel. Be all.
Subscribe to DeadHatz or you'll die tomorrow.